staying in Kawat City on the way to Bali, and it turns out there was no hostels here. I like to stay at hostels because even though I make my income online, I like to save that money, and that's why I'm living in Bali in Thailand, so that I have enough money to buy land and travel to other places. Like I was just in France and Germany and Italy and Ireland and so many other countries that I can't even remember right now. Greece was amazing too. And I've just made it to Kuwait City, and there's no hostel options. So I got myself a private room with an ocean view, sea view, city view, and I actually really enjoy seeing the city without judging it as a human-made object, because everything is ultimately natural. And now I appreciate nature and also the things we build with natural material. And seeing the beautiful architecture, especially in Germany and France and Greece and Istanbul, Turkey, where I just was, with those beautiful mosaics, is like, wow, I've been walking through castles, and that has been such an empowering energy. And then the great part about staying in this actual hotel instead of a hostel is that even though I paid over $200 for one night, which like $200 gets you like a month rent in Bali. But it's one night and I got an amazing buffet breakfast, which I've been eating all whole foods, appreciating all whole foods as well as a naturally occurring thing, including some treats that are naturally occurring with the magic touch of humans' creativity. And still eating a lot of fruit and animal products because that is what I feel best eating, but I think too much fruit and animal products can just be harmful because there's just too much of something is poison, right? But when you have a balance of it all and still make sure to eat fruit and animal products, but maybe some whole grains for a little bit less sugary carbohydrates and more complex carbohydrates, and some nuts and seeds for some fats that don't have saturated fats like animal products, you're gonna feel your best likely. So now that I don't have an eating disorder and digestive issues that I was blaming on my eating disorder, that I was blaming on gut issues that were really based on my eating disorder, because when you're underweight or restricting yourself, your digestion's gonna be crappy. But now that I've been very nourished, my digestion's so good. So, an awesome part about this room too is like, it feels so good to buy myself a nice, beautiful room that I don't have to share the shower. There's a shower over there too. And I even have a desk space. So I got my computer going and got some free water and tea in that, mineral water. So like I can get more work done and make more money. So like the more you spend, the more you can make, usually, if you invest your money correctly and making money work for you eventually, like when I'm renting out some real estate. But bro, I didn't sleep for 2 days. So that's another reason why I really was not gonna sleep in the airport, and it's not even legal to sleep in the airport in Kuwait. So I'm here and happy as can be for 3 more nights of paying $200 a night. But it'll all pay off because I'm gonna get work done. I'm gonna go to the beach, maybe still explore like the museum or the aquarium and the mall and stuff. But like mainly just the beach and some work is all I really want. And then we're getting to Bali soon. And I've already made it through like 20 freaking countries all in myself, solo traveling. So many stories there. But do a coaching call with me if you want some more private stories of my life, because I want to help you, and you gotta ask me those questions that will help you so I can help you. When I was staying at hostels, most people saw me as like this crazy natural yoga girl that like does magic mushrooms and doesn't smoke and doesn't drink, and I'm like, yeah, that seems basic to them, but really there's so few of those people and so many more people that just drink and smoke. And like I was at the hostel just having tea parties alone and like just going to bed early so that I can enjoy the sun in the day and not have the anxiety of the nightlife in some cities that I've been in. So I just want you to remember to embrace who you are regardless of what other people think, and then attract your tribe. And also I have like no judgment towards people that party anymore, towards people that are not living a natural lifestyle. And that feels really good, because that's a whole part of spirituality, is non-judgment towards ourselves, towards others, and that includes the people that are not as natural as us. And I am just making a lot more peace with the fact that all things are natural, including computers, including foods that have been created. I mean, McDonald's is a little far-fetched, but like when we're making dessert or something, it's like there's a lot of loving energy and creative energy into that. and that's a beautiful thing that I now appreciate. The last couple years, while I focused on my own eating disorder recovery, I shifted my work to mainly yoga teaching, Pilates, personal training, but like not towards eating disorders because I was not even at a healthy weight and I was still like fruitarian basically, or like carnivore, which is like not balanced. So now that I have more of a balance back and I'm at a healthy weight and I'm traveling and I'm feeling confident and I'm doing well in work and life and relationships, like all areas of life holistically, I'm stepping back into the role of an eating disorder coach and quitting health coaching generally, like that generic, like, oh, I'm a health coach, I'm a spiritual coach. Like, no, I'm working with eating disorders because that's the thing that I've overcame that almost killed me for over 12 years of being in the hospital for 6 months at a time, every single month, basically. Like, I lived in the hospital. So I don't want that for anybody. I want them to travel like me. And I can help you with online business too, but I need to stop saying yes to all types of clients. Yes, I'll help you with your business, I'll help you with your health, I'll help you with your fitness, help you with your diet. Like, no, I'll help you with eating disorder recovery because that's what I'm passionate about, that's what I know best, and that's what people really need. Like, there's people that are dying from it, and I almost died from it, and I did die from it, and that near-death experience was very transformational, but something I wouldn't want anyone to go through. So yeah, my focus is now just yoga teaching in person for just fun. It doesn't even make as much money, but coaching online is my main job, and I do that for people with eating disorders to recover fully, find freedom, and yeah, maybe you want to travel, do your business and that, but I'm only helping those that are on the journey of healing their relationship with food, body, self. I got you. So I never thought I would say this because I'm literally only in the city since I'm going to Bali to isolate myself in the jungle on the beach kind of idea, in the mountains like I usually do. But like, holy crap, like the energy of the city is so beautiful because it's so inspiring, like what humans can create from nature. Plus I'm literally right beside the ocean, which always helps. Like when I was in Greece, the beautiful architecture too is just so inspiring. And we can have both. We can have nature and also enjoy the modern lifestyle and the internet for work, for example. And if you want somewhere with like beautiful architecture, I just went to France and Germany and also to Turkey. Wow, they have like castles in every place versus in Vancouver, where I'm from in British Columbia. It's just basic city, basic rectangle city buildings, right? If you want to be inspired, go live near a castle, go live near the beach. You deserve it. Hello, beautiful woman, especially. I want to say that I was terrified to travel solo based on being a young woman, but it's actually come in handy because people are very kind, especially to young women. And I just wanted to quickly say that if you're worried or scared to travel solo, that you should not be scared, and that if you especially work online, like that'll support whatever life you desire for yourself. You can do it, and I'm here to help you. I fell asleep in the sun, so my freckles are back. I feel so much better. I did not sleep for 2 days. And I don't know how I made that video before in such positive spirit. But like, I just want to clarify because it always gets clearer after you sleep. Oh, this is some sparkling mineral water, by the way. I'm no longer against water because especially in the airports or when you're eating more grains, you're gonna need some water. And this is mineral water and it's in a glass bottle, so it's not gonna leach as plastic would. That was a side note. What I want to say is, when it comes to living in the city, I would never live in the city, but it is beautiful to travel to and to visit. Now, the reason I wouldn't live in the city is because I don't work in the city. So there's no job that I have to go to in like a building that requires me to live in the city and be in like pollution and that. I would way rather be in the nature spots and the healthy spots with the local food, even the farmland local food or the fruit forest local food. And that way I can be my healthiest and serve the best online to help the most people. I don't think I could do that long term in the city because of the pollution and the lack of good quality food sometimes. However, I'm a very positive person, so I will be pretty grateful no matter where I am. But yeah, I just wanted to clarify that the city is definitely not an ideal, and I didn't want to make it sound like it's like so cool to live in the city, because it's kind of silly to me. Like, it's way more expensive. So sometimes people work in the city to make more money, but then they lose all that money just to pay for working in the city, to lose the money and drive the car and get the gas and pay for the insurance and all that and pay taxes. But if you live in, say for me, when I go to Thailand or Bali, I get to save all the money that I make online, which is really good. Or if I was working in person, the people there, they might not make the very much money, but it gives them the exact lifestyle they want, connected to nature, because everything's more affordable there. So it depends what you want, what your goals are. And I've been talking to a lot of travelers, and the main places that people recommend me to go is Morocco, Sweden, and the other place, Dubai. So Dubai is like a very expensive city, but it's hot all year. And the cool thing that I am interested in about Dubai is it's tax-free, same with Panama, where you don't lose all the money you make. And you can put, like, it's not that I don't want to help with the tax money, it's that I want to choose where my money goes, and I would want to put that towards eating disorder support and creating my own retreat center, versus the government maybe using it on something like factory farming that I would not want to support. And Dubai actually is too hot to live there in the summertime, but that's when I'm in Canada anyways, on the farm in the summer in the perfect heat. And then during the winter time in Canada, that's when I can go and spend the summer, that's when I can spend the winter in Dubai, to have my summer there during the winter there, which is like perfect temperature. And I'm sure it's like a very beautiful, clean, and safe city, versus some cities that can be really polluted, really dirty, and like people on the streets and that. So I'm definitely gonna visit that, and maybe that's a city that I would enjoy staying in, because there's like white sandy beaches and that, because the nature is a huge part of why I would live where I choose to live. But yeah, I'm just sharing what I'm learning as I travel. So far, I fell in love with Germany because my grandma was born there, my grandpa was born there. Like, my dad is 100% German. My mom is even a little bit German, but also mix of English, like French and Irish and Scottish and a bunch of other things, of different places that I've just recently been to. And I've loved France for sure, and I have French blood too. And I was in Marseille, so like, I've heard other people say that France isn't very safe and all this, but I was in Marseille, France, and it's so fancy there, and beautiful buildings everywhere, and the most beautiful nature I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, I've never felt so amazed by life before without magic mushrooms or anything like that. And just walking through the white sandy beach and the blue waters, and all the nature looked so different there. Like, all the trees were different, of course, compared to BC, and like caves, and the bluest water I've ever seen. Like, it's so hard to explain unless you've actually been there. And the architecture is beautiful versus just plain city buildings. So I would love to live in France, but I would really need to learn French, because there was not many English speakers. Versus in Germany, it was like I was coming home, because my dad and my mom haven't even been there due to my grandma and grandpa leaving because of the war. But now it's like a super advanced city where there's public transit that's super duper high quality, like always on time. Like, here now in Kawat City, like, that was awful trying to use the bus. I'm just gonna use a taxi to get back to the airport, because that was awful. But in Germany, it's like there's malls underground, overground, there's trains, trams, beautiful window views of the city. Same within France, the public transport is like so good, and the food in between is great too, and like healthy foods as well. So that was just so cool to experience, because that's not even in Canada. We don't have a very good public transport system, even the cities that I know of or that I've ever used. Plus, I usually just live in the mountains in BC. So I would definitely live in Germany. So far, that's been my favorite place that I've ever been, is Germany. And next I'm going to Bali, Thailand, Philippines, Vietnam, and Hawaii, and so on. So stay tuned for that. What's the best part about solo travel? King and queen beds to yourself.